One of our careful readers of the website has seen that the tradition and discovery pages all have got a long link in them. So when you click on the link from the front page, the fundamental page is aims and scope, and each of these other pages is listed under that in the index of pages in the dashboard. So if we look at submissions and review of articles, we'll see that aims and scope of tradition and discovery, that single page name that is at the top of this list in our navigation sidebar, comes before TAD submissions and review. And the suggestion was made that the URL would be much more attractive if it didn't have the statement that TAD submissions and review is under aims and scope of tradition and discovery. So first, to see where the problem comes from, we go to the dashboard. And look at our index of pages. I've made 166 pages or more in developing the website. And you can see that I have some pages that are under other pages, indicated by the dash and the double dash. So the board of directors is a child of About the Polanyi Society, and board reports would be a child of both of them, descendant, grandchild of About the Polanyi Society, and child of board of directors. Now here we have the pages that deal with tradition and discovery. At the first level, book review authors, books reviewed, current issue, history of publications, index of authors, TAD editorial board, and the TAD index, which is 129 pages that just bring up an HTML page from the current website. So there's 9 pages of listing of the files that are on the website at the present time. And this is a logical relationship. And at the present time, or at the time that this observation was made, I had made links using the full analytic URL. Now, I have changed that in settings for the website. And you can see that one of the settings is permalinks. And yesterday, the structure was a custom structure where the category was included in the URL to the post name. So you got the long URLs. I have now changed it to a simple post name structure so that we just have, this will be the polanyisociety.org and the name of the page. As short and pretty as possible. The URL is related to the content of the page. So that is set, ready to go for our new pages and new links that we make. But we want to change the old links made when the default that we came with this installation of WordPress was in effect. So we have to go to the site to edit that front page first and see what are we going to do about it. So we're going to find out. We're going to learn by doing. We're going to edit the site, which is what's necessary to edit this home page in the current setup that we have. This is how you reach the editor for the home page. And here they give you a fuzzy little view of the home page, and when you click on the fuzzy view, it gets clearer And the first link that is affected is submissions and review of articles. And I want to find out whether I can edit this by hand. In other words, use just a direct deletion of the offending URL, section of the URL. So here is, oh yeah, okay, so we have to get to the part of the page. Right now we're looking at the left-hand side of the page, and now we've arrived at the right-hand side of the page where the heading is Polanyi Society Journal. Here's the page called Aims and Scope of Tradition and Discovery all by itself. Now, the first URL on the list in the right-hand column that we showed you, the submissions and review URL, I'm going to delete by hand Aims and Scope of Tradition and Discovery, the slug for the parent page in our table of contents in the dashboard, and substitute, just save it now and see if that is acceptable to the editor. Site has been updated, and I want to exit the code editor and see if it complains. It didn't. And now if we view the site, in other words, the home page, and I put my cursor on submissions and review of articles, down in the lower left-hand corner of the page, you'll see that we now have a short URL with just the name of the page that we want to see after the name of the domain. And I'm going to open this link in a new tab, and we got it. We got it. Here's the short link, not including aims and scope of tradition and discovery, but just the domain of the website and then the name, the slug for the page. Okay, so it works. It's possible to remove that part of the URL from the HTML. Well, why do I care about that? Because when we go to the digital archives, 1972 to the present, there are 129 links on this page, each one of which has the offending aims and scope of tradition and discovery slug prior to the name of the page to which this link leads. And I want to find out, learn whether I can edit the page, get a grip on the HTML background, the what they call here in this particular editing system, the code editor. And I want to copy all of this code to a very powerful editor that I like, text editor. Now, in this text editor, it's important to use UTF-8 as the pattern for handling the material on this page. Because if we don't use UTF-8 editors, then we will destroy some of the foreign characters that are used in some of the entries on the website. So here we are. How many lines in this file? 723, okay. And I know that every reference to one of these tables and contents contains this particular offending string. And I'm going to, first, I'll cut it out of hand by here first. But then just to get it so I can paste it into my search and replace field. And I want to replace that with nothing. Make sure that there's nothing in the replace field. And now I'm going to click on replace all. And I should get, okay, I had done one by hand. 128 others have just been fixed. Let me look and see. Okay, yes. Okay, so now I'm going to save this in my text editor and copy, I hope, all of that material to the code editor in WordPress and paste the 780 lines, and here we are, we're at the very bottom of the list. TAD index. Oh look, that's another offending. Oh, I didn't see that. We don't want that. That's more of this, each of these particular table of contents are under the TAD index. So I'm just going to switch to my much loved Ultra Edit powerful text editor. I'm on the first line. And oh yeah, here we go. Okay. The very first entry, I'm going to take /TAD index, cut that. That looks good. That's what's going to happen with the replacement. Replace them all. 128 items replaced. Save the file so I won't lose my work if something horrible goes wrong. TAD 0101. Okay. Oh, it's all here. I'm going to select all, copy, go back to my browser, which is what gives us access to the dashboard. I'm going to paste and just check. Yes, okay. Now we've gotten rid of both prefatory slugs. We're left with the name of the domain, which will be polagnisociety.org, and just the name of the page. So we've gotten rid of two logical parts of the URL, which by default WordPress was putting into all of the links. Let's view the page and see whether, oh yeah. Oh, okay, we'll just try a link at random. Tradition Discovery, TAD 34.1 seems to be good. So I am going to wrap up this tutorial at this point, and go check the other fundamental pages, the other 35 pages, to see what links are in them and to get rid of the logical slugs, especially each one of these. I have to check links that are links to pages on the website to get rid of those offending long URLs. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate your help with the website, and I wish you all the best.